All right. So how'd you come across Table Grace Cafe?
Pastor Brad Meyer, I had heard about it at church, Lord of Love Lutheran Church. Simona and Matt had come in and done a presentation. Sounded wonderful what they were doing, but I retired 13 months ago, and at the beginning of the year, Pastor Brad told me that the gentleman that was acting as treasurer and doing the bookkeeping decided he didn't want to do it anymore for 2014, and Matt was looking for someone, and Pastor Brad asked me if I'd be willing to give it a try. So that's why I'm here.
I had another question and I forgot it. Is Table Grace fulfilling their mission?
From what I can tell, yes. I'm not involved in the day-to-day activities so much, but I guess I'm doing the bookkeeping and trying to create financial reports and those kind of things. But what I see with people coming in here and the conversations I've had with the people that are in here, I would say definitely yes, they are.
What do you think Table Grace mission is and should be?
The way I understand the mission is to provide food for the soul and for the body. The cafe produces the food for the body, but the Bible study and the music program that Simone does once a week, provides the nourishment for the soul as well. I love the idea of the 10-day training that they do. You see people like Jaden come in here and you look at that young man and can't understand why he would ever have a problem, just to look at him. Obviously he does, and he's overcoming it, and Table Grace is giving him the place to help get that start. And Matt said this morning he's doing great, so I love talking to Noah. He's a very interesting young man. How he got here is interesting. I like to hear the stories that people tell. I've heard a few people's stories, Sean's and Noah's, and then what Matt shares with me. Yeah, I think they're fulfilling their mission. I think they have a wonderful mission. I don't know so much about the music mission, but from what I can see, they're doing what they've set out to do. So,
How has Table Grace changed your life?
Table Grace has challenged me a lot. When I came in, I really didn't know what to expect with the bookkeeping, with all those kind of things. I mean, my background is financial, and so the challenges that I've seen from trying to get things in order and doing a monthly report and being able to report to the board, I needed a challenge. I retired earlier than I wanted to, not by my choice. You don't have to put that in there. It's given me a place to use my skills and to enhance my skills. I've never done nonprofit before. I worked for a Fortune 500 company, and so nonprofit is a whole new experience. So yeah, that, and I've also come to realize where my patience is and where it's not, what kind of people I can deal with and what kind I can't. It's harder for me to. I'm kind of a quiet person, so to interact with people that are challenged, let's say, that can be difficult for me. And I don't know. I try to be really patient, and I am. So saying nothing is probably better than saying something in those circumstances, So I just kind of try to come down and do my work and see what happens. But, never anything. I don't know. I think it's an amazing place. I'm happy to be part of it. So.
Talk about the food. Anything else you want to add?
The food's great. I don't eat here every week when I come. I come once a week. I don't eat here every week when I come, but when I do, the food is fabulous. You never know for sure what you're going to get for the day. But I've never tasted anything bad. And this morning it smells fabulous up there. So I don't know what you guys are making, but it's great. So we have food at our board meeting too, and it's really good. So I think it's great that Matt can do what he can do with the food that he receives. and provide nourishing meals for people. And I know there's a gentleman from our church that comes, weekly, if not more, maybe more than once a week, and he loves the food here. So, we had a group come from our church on a Saturday one day. The food was great. We had breakfast burritos, so does great things with the food that he's given. So.